And just like that, we're live. Look at that. Just like that, we're live. Ta-da. What's going on, Grog? Grog was first. Let me check everything out here. Eddie, what's going on? Eddie's here. Check everything out here. Blockhouse Park. Eddie's here twice. Eddie, what's going on? Eddie's here. All right, sounds great. What's going on, everybody? Happy Sunday. Good to see you. Good to be seen. We'll talk about Phantasm for a minute, and then we'll drop the link. Yeah, until Hope says it starts. I saw you guys were talking about Waffle House, one of my favorite subjects. What's up, Pam? Good to see you. I had to restart everything. Something. There was a gremlins in the machine. The video, the camera didn't work. The mic didn't work. The gremlins got it. But we're all good now, and it's good to see you guys. But we're all good now. Yeah. All right, there we go. Pam, what's going on, Pam? So yeah, we'll talk about this Phantasm real quick, and then I'll drop the link, and we'll do some talking. Have you guys seen this Phantasm? Have you seen this one from 1970, right around the good year we were talking about in the 70s? This is pretty cool because this one's called remastered. This one, I went and picked it up used yesterday. I traded in some stuff and got this. This one is, it's a good movie. It's weird. It's weird, but it's a good movie. Grass seen it? I know there's 5 of these. But I've seen them, but this one for sure was the original, the one I wanted to get. It's Starlight. What's up? Good to see you. So this one, yeah, this one's from 2015, and what made me think of it was that they're putting this out on 4K in Germany. And I was tempted to get that one, but it's got a book and everything with it. But that one, the book is all in German, and one of the CDs is Region Lock B for Europe. So I settled with this one because it got really good reviews and it was cheap. But this is a remaster that J.J. Abrams did. So he went in and remastered this and cleaned it all up, and it looks phenomenal. It looks like a brand new movie, even though this is from 2015. I bet the 4K scan looks great too, but this one is awesome. Yeah, this one is awesome. So I got this, and yeah, it's a weird movie, but it's fun, and you know, you can tell that they were on a budget, but it's got some pretty cool practical effects. It's worth the watch. But if you can, find this remastered version because it looks awesome. What's up? Good to see you. With the tall man, he's creepy. But that's what I wanted to tell you about this. That cover art looks great. Look at that. But that's what's cool about this one. I'm always talking about the extras, and the extra in here is an interview with the director, Don Coscarelli, and the guy that plays the tall man. Why is his name not hitting me? 1979. Yep. Came out in 1979. Oh, here's his name. Angus Scrimm. Angus Scrimm plays the tall man. Yeah. So there's an interview in here, and the director's pretty insightful. And Angus, that plays the tall man, Angus Scrimm, He's a character. So the documentary in here, and I think it's from around the time that this movie originally came out. What did I say? 1979. Anyway, it's a really good watch. So try to check that out. That's Phantasm. It's got, well, Gross said he's seen it, but yeah, it's got the orbs. It's a strange tale, but it's actually, well, actually, I was reading a summary about it, and it's things that you never pick up on. Of course, he's like a undertaker, and he is taking bodies to turn them into zombies to do work for him on his planet. That's what I read in the summary. I never got that from watching the movie, but so that's bizarre. But this is like the second movie uh that's like that. What's up, Matt? Oh, Matt, Phantasm, yeah. Yeah, it's great. And this copy is awesome. Really awesome. 2015, J.J. Abrams redid it. And one more side note, and then I'll drop the link. This was obviously one of J.J. Abrams' favorite movies. That's why he wanted to remaster it. But when he did the newer Star Wars, when J.J. Abrams directed the newer Star Wars, there's a stormtrooper that's so I'm tempted to pull it out. I'll pull it out after I drop the link of this cabinet here. But there's a stormtrooper in there called Captain Phasma, and she's silver, right? Like the orbs, the balls in this movie. So that's why JJ called her Captain Phasma after this movie, Phantasm. So that's a little Star Wars trivia for you. And then I have a stack of like DVDs and other things that we'll go through tonight. Things that I found or things that I've had forever that I'm glad I didn't trade in when I needed the money. So we'll go through those as we talk tonight. We'll see what happens. Glad everybody's here. Good to see you guys. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. The weather's not happy though. What happened? It was 70 last week. And then it turned into rain and cold again. Let's see if I copied it. Yeah, there we go. All right, so there you go. Grog. Oh, Grass says 75. Yeah, I hope it gets going back up towards 75. I haven't even looked. I just can't believe it. It was 70 some degree. You don't even know how to dress this time of year. Yeah, I went to work the other day and I was like overdressed, and the next day I was underdressed because it was dropped back down to 40. I don't even know what it is today. Today it's just like standing next to Niagara Falls out there. So anyway, yeah, there's the link. Don't brag about that. Sunday. And actually, the race day, good. I'm glad you said that, Eddie, because I won the race today with Dinger, my car driver Dinger, right? That I always go with, driving the Chevy. He didn't win the race, but he was ahead of everybody else's cars in our chat. So yeah, yeah. And then of course, because of our chat, because last night was Gra was showing pictures of his pizza that he got from Domino's for half off pizza. If you guys are hungry in the chat, half off Domino's today, this weekend. So maybe while you're watching, you can order a pizza. Oh, Pam's car won, but not bet, but no bet. Oh, I see. All right. Well, good. Oh, well, then I guess I can't brag. Pam won. All right, there you go. Oh, I got to put my headphones in. Eddie's here. Let's see. I forget what side. We'll have to test it out. Let's bring Eddie. Hello, Eddie.
What's up?
What's up? Let's see. All right, say something again.
Hello, hello, hello.
All right, there we go. Now we're cooking. I I think I told you I dropped my headphones in the candle.
In the
So the ones
candle.
yeah, so one side is filled up with wax and I can't hear out of it. So
Oh,
and
wow.
that's always seems to be the side that I want to put in my ear. So it
That
won't work that way.
that sucks.
So yeah, because of gras, then I ordered a pizza today. I was starving, and I said, "Man, that pizza looked good in the group text yesterday." So I had to order. I know he got the meat lovers, but mine I ordered whatever with everything on it, onions, peppers. It was delicious. Yeah.
I'm jealous.
So what are you doing? I
Just
hadn't. I haven't had Domino's in a long time. That was the first time I had Domino's in a long time.
I don't think I've had Domino's in like 15 years. Ever since they changed their sauce, I didn't like it.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it used to be. Well, I don't know. It was just a go-to back in the day, but yeah, they changed it definitely for sure.
Oh yeah, I'm a Pizza Hut guy now.
Oh yeah, yeah. I like the little personal. We're gonna talk about food, and then I'm gonna be starving here in a second.
I just ate.
I'm gonna have to go grab the rest of my pizza. But yeah, I like those personal pan pizzas or whatever they make. They have them sometimes at stores. Like they used to have them. I think before COVID, then everything shut down. I don't know. I haven't even looked lately, but they used to have them like in Target. Even though there's no
Oh yeah,
Pizza Hut, they would have them in Target. They made them. They were good.
they
Mhm.
got them at some gas station here, but I haven't tried them yet.
They have Pizza Hut in your gas station?
Well, yeah, you can. It's like an AM PM, and you can. They for some reason they have Pizza Hut in there.
Oh, well, that's nice.
Because I went there one time to go get an actual Pizza Hut pizza. Nope, it was just a little pre-made boxed ones.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Sometimes those can be good, but it's hit or miss depending if they've sat there all day or not.
Yeah, so I
So,
stayed away from them.
so what's the weather like there? It's earlier. It's early for you out in California.
It's actually nice today. It's like 60
Si-
something, sunny.
I know the day that you were in the texts saying it was like really cold there. That's the 70-degree day we had here, and I
Wow.
didn't want to tell you. Um, Gross neighbor owns 5 Domino's.
Does he, Gra?
Gross neighbor owns 5 Domino's in the area.
Oh yeah, he
Not
told me about it. He's got a
not the
story about that.
a story about his neighbor owning all the Domino or what's he own? Domino's, yeah.
Yeah, somebody messed up, or they either took forever or they messed up his order or something, and so Gra just told his buddy about it. And I don't know the whole story. You'd have to ask Gra. He's
Mhm.
told it a couple times, but
So now he gets free pizza for life.
oh, I doubt that.
They're so fast there because I talked to a Domino's manager last week or something. He was telling me that when you are at home typing your order into the computer or your
Mhm.
phone or wherever, while you're typing it, the information's coming up before you even send it. So they're already making it.
Oh wow,
That's how they get it there so fast. Yeah, they could see that you're entering or what you're ordering or whatever and get it started. Pretty wild.
that's
Pretty
interesting.
wild that you can get it pizza in like 10 minutes, 14 minutes.
Interesting. That is
Mhm.
weird because sometimes I'll start to order something and then I'll change my mind and I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna go somewhere else. So I would mess them up then.
Yeah, then then the employees would probably be happy because then they get to eat some of the pizza that you didn't order. Or who knows? Who knows what happens with that? Anyway, it was good. It was good. I hadn't had it in a while, but since it was half price, it
Gotta go.
takes yeah, it takes some of the sting off of the delivery charges now are so expensive and the tip. There goes the whole half price thing.
Yeah. Yeah, and just because, you put in delivery you pay for delivery does not mean that's not a tip. You have to add a tip on top of that.
Yeah. Yeah, and I mean, I know that like when I was typing it today, it initially wants to go to Uber, which so then it's like twice as much as if you go just direct with them. Like with them, it's like 350 or something.
Mhm.
But with Uber, it was like $6 or something before you even tipped.
Holy
650.
jeez.
Yeah. So it's crazy. But yeah, I mean, I remember back when it was $1, Eddie, when you could delivery was $1, $1.
I remember when delivery you didn't pay at all.
Oh yeah, I
We used to
don't know if
never pay for delivery. It was just a tip.
yeah, that might be. What's up, Blackwatch? Good to see you. Of course, last week we had the great Blackwatch and Gras debate, which was interesting. Blackwatch was he was spreading his Canadian information all over us,
Canada, eh?
Yeah, Canadian. Good to see you, Blackwatch. So what else? What else do we got?
I don't like their bacon.
I know we touched on that.
Oh, did you?
Uh-huh. We talked about it. Why? How? What? Because we talked about it because I heard him argue, or not arguing. He's a cool guy. He does not arguing, just talking. But I heard him talking with somebody else that said the same thing you said, that they didn't like their bacon, that it was ham or something.
Yeah.
I don't know that. I don't know that I know the difference. I haven't met bacon that I don't like yet.
Well, not that I don't like it, but if I ask for bacon, I want, nice, crispy, good tasting bacon,
So what's their bacon like?
It's ham, basically.
Oh, okay.
I mean,
All
it's
right.
all pig. Yeah, Canadian bacon, they're little round square or little round things of ham.
All right. Yeah. What's he saying? Oh, hola, hola. Yeah, when cigarettes were 25 cents.
Back when they were good for you?
Yeah, remember when 9 out of 10 doctors smoke Camels?
Yeah.
I remember I don't remember them that cheap as a quarter, but I do remember them 90 cents, and they were in a black pack called Players. Remember those?
Oh, I never smoked, so no.
Mm.
I remember going to jail though, and all the guys having it was like a plastic. It looked like the bubble gum chew, the baseball gum chew bag, and it
Yeah.
had just that's how you get them in jail, and they come with a couple papers, and so you have
Oh,
to roll your own.
they roll their own, yeah.
Bugle, that's what they were. Bugle, the yellow package.
I tried that because I guess it is cheaper, but I don't like those at all. I tried to fake it because it's like, I don't know, $20 for that whole big pack and then all the papers and stuff. But yeah, I never did like that.
Wow.
Yeah. So
I never
yeah.
smoked. I smoked
Well,
one
time. Yeah, I don't know. That's a mystery, Gra. I do not know. I do not know why chopped beef's called ham. So what else we got? I got some more, a stack of DVDs back here that I think are awesome.
Well, what are we looking at here? Let's see them.
All right, these are great fun. This first one is great because I got this probably in let's see, 2000.
Hi, Mary.
And I don't always promote DVDs too much, but this one I think I at one point stupidly tried to trade in, and they didn't take it for some reason. Maybe they had too many copies or whatever. But I'm so glad because this is just an awesome set. Really, I mean, I'm glad they didn't take it. So it's the remake of Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Oh, right on. Cool.
Yeah, but it comes in this cool box. Now check this out. Right, so comes like that. I'm so glad they didn't take this because I love this movie. And then there's more that I'll tell you about. Hold on. So look at this. It's a big chainsaw.
I just noticed that.
Yeah, chainsaw over here. And it's got this metal sign in there. Look at that.
Oh no, that's nice.
Isn't that cool? So I normally have that up on the shelf, but what's cool, and then it's got some photos, some blood-stained envelope photos. Evidence.
Nice.
Let's take a look at these.
Remember when movies used to come with all this stuff, or you could buy the pack at least?
Yeah, yeah. So this is just a bunch of just a bunch like evidence, like the chainsaw.
Oh wow, that's cool.
Yeah. So it's got a whole, and so I'm so glad that they did not love the box indie. Yeah, it's great. Um, whoa, hold on, I'm dropping everything. Yeah, this box is great, and I'm glad they didn't take it. And the other thing that's great about this is that there's three movies. Okay, there's Texas Chainsaw Massacre, there is Silence of the Lambs, and there is what's the Psycho. Okay,
Uh-huh.
all three of those movies were based on a real life character called Ed Gein, and he was from I think Wisconsin. I think from Plainfield, Wisconsin. They called him the Butcher of Plainfield, and like he did a lot of the stuff that they did, like that Buffalo Bill character in Silence of the Lambs that made the skin suit and stuff like that. That's Ed Gein did stuff like that.
Oh wow.
And there's a documentary in here. One of the discs is a documentary. I think that's what it's called. Ed Gein, the Butcher of Plainfield. Anyway, this movie is great, but that documentary is awesome, just absolutely awesome. So I'm glad I got lucky and they didn't take this, thank God.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Speaking of
So
Buffalo Bill, have you seen somebody posted up? They put him on like what are those dating sites? Where you swipe right, but they put him on one of those dating sites, and it says, "I'm looking for a young woman with soft, smooth, silky skin."
oh, yeah, it puts the lotion on its skin.
Yeah,
Oh, Buffalo. So they put Buffalo Bill on the dating site.
yeah. Buffalo Bill.
It puts lotion on the skin. Yeah. So that movie, so that was based on Ed Gein, and so was Texas Chainsaw Massacre and Psycho too. They all took that Ed Gein story. And there's actually that documentary is great, but there's actually a movie out called Ed Gein, I think, that is pretty good too, but it doesn't beat this documentary that came with this Texas Chainsaw Massacre box, because that documentary is just phenomenal. They dive into his psychology, like how normal people, on trash day, you would take your trash out to the curb, right, and throw it away. Well, this Ed Gein he would collect things, like
Huh?
just weirdo stuff, fingernails, just he would just collect things, and he had an obsession with his mom,
Oh
you
wow.
know.
Trying
So
to see. I found the
yeah.
picture of that. I was trying to see how I could send it to you.
Oh,
It says Bill. He's 33. I like curvy girls. I have a dog. Her name is Precious. She's
oh,
my
that's funny.
world. My hobbies include midnight strolls, collecting insects. I'm kind of nerdy, but it's what I'm into. Making
Uh,
my own clothing and dancing when nobody's looking.
right.
Dry skin is a deal breaker. I love Bath and Body Works for the sole reason that their lotion comes in a basket.
Oh my gosh.
I date me.
Oh my god. How do they have comments? Are there comments like from people that swiped on him?
They don't show that part. They just made a meme out of it, so that's all I saw.
That's funny.
Yeah,
That's so funny. Yeah, and there's people that will answer those things too, right? Like a lot of these serial killers and stuff, they get married while they're in jail or whatever. They have
of course.
serial killer groupies.
Look at all those women that were in love with
Charles Manson.
yes, Charles Manson.
Yeah.
It's just insane. And dating apps make it easier for them to find their prey now too,
Oh, oh my gosh. Yeah, it has to be scary.
right? I mean, you can fake being anybody, and
Right.
you fake being some hot guy or whatever, and then you show up and you're a fat cripple guy on a scooter.
Oh, so that's so you're doing that then? You're using someone else's picture in your dating app?
I try, but
Mm.
you know,
So are you saying that Buffalo Bill ads you? That's you?
they might be. They might be. You never know.
That's funny.
You never know.
Uh, What's Grass say? He remembers when Psycho was released in 1960. Parents were calling TV stations complaining about the shower scene. I guess murder was okay, but no boobs. That's true. That's true. Um, yeah,
I love
yeah.
boobs.
No one has problems with the murder, but the boobs. That was always a big topic. And like a lot of the Friday the 13th, they start off with that with the nudity. Because I think that those guys involved, the director at some point he did do porn, I think, before he did those movies.
Oh,
And
really?
so, yeah, that's, I think, why they threw it in. Also, plus people looked for it, that got sold tickets, because you didn't have the internet. That was how you saw it. You got 2 seconds of a boob in the 80s,
Oh, yeah.
you know,
We were happy for that. We were
and
happy for that.
yeah, and everybody was, up in arms about that. But now look at, you know, um,
They kind of went back to it, though. You don't see as much boobs in movies anymore as you did before in the past.
yeah, it's just all the 80s stuff where they were obsessed with it because it's readily available. It's not, I mean, the shock value of that is kind of gone, I would say, right?
Yeah. I mean, I used to watch movies just if I knew there was boobs in there.
You did.
I was a young kid, of course. Of course.
Hmm.
I love
Well,
boobs. Can't help
yeah, I mean, yeah, I think we all used to watch it and giggle, right?
Oh, yeah. Like Meatballs come out, there's gonna be some boobs in there, so you gotta watch Meatballs and,
Right.
you know?
Yeah, that it's the immediate. That's like the first thing in Friday the 13th, right? At least that's the way I remember them.
Oh, yeah, and
It's
every horror flick has at least one naked person.
yeah, yeah,
There's always a shower scene somewhere.
yeah, yeah. There were. Did I bring it? Let's see. No, I forgot it.
How many movies do you have in your collection?
I don't know. Um, I will have to count someday. Uh, you know, uh, I don't know. Probably a not. I don't not a not a lot as far as some collectors at this point. I mean, I think I probably have a few hundred, maybe.
Oh, wow, that's a lot.
But I know people that have just thousands, thousands and thousands.
I just gave my nephew because he was somewhere where there's no internet at my brother's house, and
Yeah,
all he had was a DVD player, and I had my old truck had a DVD player in there, so when I travel, I hate it when people fall asleep when I'm driving, because then I wanna fall asleep. So,
right,
I put in a DVD player, an Alpine DVD player in my truck, so that way my wife would stay awake and watch movies. So I have those disc books that are like this big, with 4 discs on each sheet back and forth?
yeah,
I had
yeah,
a whole book full of those I just gave to my nephew.
of movies.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
they're all old, the CDs that get scratched, DVDs get scratched,
yeah.
all kind of stuff.
Well, when I first started collecting Blu-rays and then 4Ks, I kind of like the DVDs. I just kind of kept them in another room, separate. Like they just weren't good enough to be around the 4Ks or something. But actually, now the more I'm collecting, I realize that I have some really good stuff on DVD, and some of it looks great. It's completely acceptable, and so I don't always buy the 4K if I have it on DVD or something like that. I know people do always upgrade, but I'm really happy with the Blu-rays and stuff. And like I said, I have several DVDs that I still do like and enjoy, like because that's a great package. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But one thing I do regret, well, is that like several years ago I was in the habit of selling stuff. I needed money, so I was selling off a lot of stuff, and so some of that stuff I do regret. But one stupid thing I did do that I completely regret is that I always collected back since, like, I don't know, the early 90s VHS tapes.
Mhm.
And like a situation where I was moving a bunch, like in a short amount of time or whatever. And so I had this enormous box of VHS tapes that I just got tired of moving, basically. And so I put it on whatever site for free. and
Yeah.
someone came and got it. And then they, they emailed me back and they were like, "Man, you got good taste." But so I wish I would have not done that. But they got lucky. That's for sure.
My parents, they got a whole bunch of VHSs that I'm trying to get rid of, so maybe I'll just ship them over to you.
Oh yeah, depending. I mean, especially some of the old horror stuff, because those people are paying high dollar for those things now.
Yeah,
Old old
they don't
horror.
have any horror stuff, they're the old people movies from the '80s,
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
You know, like, I don't even know, I'm trying to think of what I have. Yeah,
Ye-
that's some
okay.
crazy
Trying to
stuff.
old people movie from the on Golden Pond. You have that on. Yeah.
Kinda stuff like that, yeah,
Yeah.
Um, just like nothing I mean, they were good movies, but no horror flicks is what I mean.
Yeah.
Nothing horror.
I mean, I do know people that they collected and kept. There's somebody, a buddy of mine, that he collected all horror stuff on VHS, and those are worth so much money now.
Yeah. Hold on, give me a second. I'll be right back. Well, never mind. I don't need to say it. I have the Star Wars trilogy. That was one of ones I took out and didn't put in with the to go stuff.
Mhm.
So, just mainstream media movies from the '80s.
Right,
That's
right.
my
I gotcha. That's pretty much what I had too. Like so, it's not over the top heartbreaking, but like my buddy's got all the full moon features, stuff, Empire stuff on VHS. That's just worth lots of money. I mean, I was into mob movies, so I know I had Casino and The
yeah.
Godfathers and all the Disney stuff. I mean, I remember buying all the Disney stuff in the '90s. Yeah, when it came out, it just looked incredible.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
That or I don't know. I remember this one exact laser disc I have. It was
the best of Golden Girls,
I know I have Kindergarten Cop somewhere around here. On Laserdisc, though, on Laserdisc.
washi tape. Oh, and you have on Laserdisc.
Yeah.
Yeah, I found a Laserdisc player. I don't know, in the middle of last year at a thrift store and then they had a certain day that it was half off. So anyway, it was like the really sought after Pioneer one, I
Mhm.
think, and I got it for I think $12.
Oh, wow.
So I do have a handful of laser discs now, because I always, obviously back in the day, I always wanted a laser disc, but couldn't afford it because those things were, $1,000.
Yeah.
And some of the laser discs that I have, I got at, used places or whatever, and they're still marked with the original prices of like 60, $70. Imagine that in the early '90s paying that.
Oh, yeah. I think we had a Sony because my stepdad would always go buy, he liked Sony. And so I know he bought a Sony TV, and I'm talking about the big projector TV, the one that's in
R-
like a 500-pound box.
Yeah.
And he bought a laser disc at the same time.
Oh yeah.
Because my stepdad had a ton of money back in the days.
Yeah, he was rolling with that setup.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
I yeah, that was the thing. It was a race to see how big a TV you could get in the '90s. Yeah, that was right.
Oh, yeah.
And but they were heavy, man. Oh my God, they were heavy.
Yeah, those projection ones, where the back came out at an angle even.
Yeah.
They had to stick out real far.
I had one here when we first moved in here because my dad got rid of it, and I had it here, but then it took up half the room.
Mhm.
So someone did come, and it was a girl that came and got it. I forget how even. I mean, it was so heavy. It was ridiculous. It was cool. I mean, it looked good, but it took up half the room.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And if
yeah,
you just got one of those projectors out of whack, you would see, double lines everywhere.
right. Upstairs, I still have a plasma TV that looks phenomenal.
Nice.
Yeah, but it's it's sort of outdated, but it looks fantastic. My goal is, I think, eventually to hook that laser disc up to it because it'll be perfect. I did find Star Wars. I have Star Wars on laser disc. One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest.
Oh, wow. I've never seen that movie.
Oh, well, you got to watch that, Eddie. That's a great
Do I?
movie.
Okay.
It's got everybody in it. Yeah, if you look up who's in it, Jack Nicholson, um, just everybody.
I'm adding
Yeah,
it to my list right now.
that's really a classic movie. 140 for 3 rolls of washi.
She does these what do you call it? Crafting. It's like crafting thing.
Who does? What's up, Blackwatch? Good to see you.
Evening. How are you two gentlemen doing?
Good. How are you?
Good.
Pretty good. Pretty good, thanks.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So we were talking about, we were ragging on your bacon. Although I told Eddie I've never met a piece of bacon I didn't like.
Yes.
But it's not bacon. It's ham.
Home and the pea meal bacon.
Pam acquired records, 100 records from the 30s and 40s. That's awesome.
Nice, Pam.
Yeah.
You have a turntable to play them on, though.
I've got a couple. I've got an old phonograph that I got at a thrift store. It was half off sale day. The day I got that, it's like about 4.5 feet high, and then it lifts up, and it's got, you got to crank it.
Oh,
It's
wow.
pretty interesting, and it came from with a bunch of records that were I forget, really early records. I'll have to think of the name. I've been off the record kick for a couple of years now. It replaced it with the movies, but they're early Edison records. Yeah, Thomas Edison records. Yeah, so they're real thick. Yeah, it was loaded full of them. It's all like big band stuff or whatever, but it's cool.
Nice.
Really cool piece of equipment.
I love
Really
big
well made. No
really-
turntable. Pam doesn't have a turntable.
Well, Gra, don't you have a turntable, Gra? When you guys move in together, you can listen to them on Gra's turntable.
Yeah, bring your turntable, Gra, and some pizza.
Gra's
Bring it-
old. You can have a
Bring a
turntable.
turntable and some pizza. Do you have Blackwatch? Do you have a turntable? Do you have a record player, Blackwatch? I think you fell asleep already, Eddie. We put him to sleep.
We put him to sleep with our boring movie talk.
What's up, Donnie? Good to see you. There's Donnie. That's exciting.
Say hi, Donnie. He's
Hi,
always.
Donnie. I can kind of see you.
Hold on, let me adjust the camera and then you can see him. Hold on. See. I just my left.
Forget-
Oh, I haven't had a turntable for decades.
There he goes.
There's
There's Donnie. There's the star.
He is. He's the chick magnet.
Yeah.
Did you know, I got a friend I fell out of touch with. He's in around Newcastle, England. And I don't know how he gets so many hard drives in his computer case. He has 30,000 movies.
30 movies.
30,000 movies.
I used to send him an email within half an hour at a Google Drive download of the movie.
Wow. I used to do that back in the day. I would burn movies off whatever it was. I forget. But they, of course, they didn't always look very great,
Oh yeah.
But yeah.
I've had a lot of movies on my drive, but now I don't need them anymore because now they have
Right.
Pornhub.
There you go. So you can watch that. I know I just saw iPod, an Apple billboard, and it was like 20 years ago. It had the iPad and it said 1,000 songs in your pocket, and then now basically your phone, it's like, unlimited.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's crazy what you can have on your phone nowadays.
Mm-hmm.
What do you want, Monty? Oh, he wants a treat.
Right. So you don't have a turntable, Blackwatch.
No, I think I'm trying to think of when my daughter was born. I went to Sears.
Uh-huh.
The speakers and the wood and the whole thing and everything. It was $700 or $800.
All right, Andy.
I took it back
see.
because I couldn't afford it. I didn't think I could afford to pay them.
Oh, for the record player. Yeah.
Well,
Everybody bought their electronics at Sears back in the day. That's where you bought everything. You bought your tools, your lawnmower.
Yeah, that's for my first video camera. It was so funny. I got that. I forget what it was. I got it at Sears though, because I think they had a misprint in the ad or something, and they were selling it too cheap or whatever. And my buddy went and got it at that price, because it was in the ad. And I tried that too, but they didn't give it to me at that price. So, but anyway, I got it anyway. And I remember back then that I would take it everywhere because I've always loved video, always. And I remember people used to make fun of you if you were videoing, when you went out or whatever. They're like,
Yeah.
"Oh, you live like you're on vacation." But now it's nothing but it's just everybody's videoing all the time.
Got it right here.
Yeah, the phone, right? Exactly.
Yeah. Shoot, I mean, I have a phone just for videotaping.
Oh, thanks. Oh, I forgot. Yeah, we're on X tonight too. Happy X or hey Xers now in the future. You see, this grass says the Sony Walkman just sold for $600.
Was it the gray one or the yellow one? I wonder.
Yeah, I mean,
I remember those.
Those were just. I remember, when they came out, those were just amazing. It was just amazing, that you could take music with you.
Oh yeah. I like buying the singles because then you could just flip it over and you wouldn't have to rewind. So if you like the song, you want to play it over and over again, you just flip it over.
Right. It's crazy how fast it progressed, but it progressed just fast enough where you had to keep upgrading, right? You had to go tape to CD to, but now it's all digital. But I don't know. I mean, I think physical media is making a comeback. I mean, obviously there's a ton of boutique companies that are putting it out. So there's definitely a market for it. People are fighting each other for these limited edition things. So there is a market, and there's something. I like to have the physical media. I know that I put up a review, or maybe just a short, of Leprechaun. It's got this 5 or 7 movie series, maybe it's 5. And somebody made a comment, a younger person made a comment that it's on. They're like, you can watch that on Steam now, And I'm like, yeah, but I like to have the physical copy, and I like all the extras are what really, I love about, and the artwork. I was into all the Netflix and all this stuff like that, but I got tired of it real fast. I just do physical media mostly now. Yeah.
I remember when it first started though, where you had your list and the queue, and so you'd send the DVD back, and then they send you a new one out.
I know. Yeah. Right.
That was fun, kind of.
That was outrageous, wasn't it? Yeah. Or then they had the red box where you could get them in the red box.
I've never done that before.
I don't think I did either. And I, even back then, I remember Blockbuster. I used to stop at Blockbuster like once a week, maybe on Friday, and they would have like 3 for $20 movies or whatever. So I still was buying them even back then.
Oh yeah,
DVDs.
Rewind.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Good.
Yeah. Please be kind and rewind.
Yes.
But
and they'd have the movie candy boxes right there when you're waiting in line.
Right.
I even remember there would be days where me and my best friend, we rented like 2 movies a night, every single night. And so we'd be sitting there at Blockbuster waiting at where the drop box was. Like,
yeah.
Hey, what are you bringing in? What are you bringing in? You're waiting on a certain movie.
Oh, yeah. Because it's nothing worse than when they had like 10 copies.
Mm-hmm.
And they were out of all of those, right? What a bummer.
Yeah. Who was the platform that had porn after hours? That was Cinemax, wasn't it? Cinemax?
Yeah, Skinemax, they called it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and of course a lot of the mom and pop stores had the section in the back, right? That you had to go through the curtain.
Yeah.
Yeah, you had to go through the curtain. And I don't think I really ever rented it. But I one that was popular, I remember when I was in high school, I think back then, was, you remember those, and and what makes me think of it is they just put it out on Blu-ray or 4K. But remember those Faces of Death movies?
Ooh, it sounds familiar.
Yeah, it was like real life. There were different volumes, but it was like real life, just brutal, shocking people dying. Or the one that still sticks in my head, so I'll let you guys have it in your head too, is that they were somewhere eating in a foreign country where they eat monkeys, and they had a table. This is gross. I'll give you a warning if you don't want to hear something gross. But they they had like this like thing that they brought the monkey out and like enclosed it like its neck, and just kind of beat it to death and ate its brain.
Yeah.
Right out of the head.
I think it was Romancing the Stone. And she goes with them and they bring a monkey head. And she says, I can't eat that. They're eating bugs. He says, all I wanted was a hamburger. So they take that away and give her a hamburger. She could have had it.
Yeah. Oh, I was wondering, like, why does that remind you of Romancing the Stone? But okay, so they were doing it in that movie, so I guess it's a real thing. But so these Faces of Death movies, now they just came out on Blu-ray and stuff. But I would not want to watch that. In high school, everybody would get together and put that stuff in. But man, it was brutal, just brutal stuff. I'll stop there. Yeah, but
an interesting thing, a little trivia.
Yeah, definitely.
Studios and production. You remember at the end of the movie, Columbia? Remember it said Columbia or MGM?
Yeah.
Well, on Columbia at the bottom, it said Entertainment by Transamerica Corporation. Remember that?
I don't think so.
At the bottom, that's what it said. It said Columbia, the little letters, Entertainment by Transamerica. Do you know the IRS audited them for 10 years and they couldn't trace the money? That's how big Transamerica Corporation is.
What? So they were a film distributing company?
They were everything, David.
Oh, wow. It was a Canadian thing, or that was worldwide?
No, it's American. Transamerica. American.
I'll have to look.
The IRS took 10 years. They couldn't trace the money through the pyramid.
Wow.
They gave up.
That's crazy that they were doing that kind of stuff, but they were putting their logo at the end of the movie, but they were just, but they had confidence that they were too big to get caught. Like you just said, maybe they didn't get caught. Wow.
And actually, I think the movie you're talking about, I just looked it up. It wasn't Romancing the Stone. It was actually Indiana Jones.
I was going to say Indiana Jones, but the girl was blonde. I swear she was blonde, so I thought of Romancing the Stone.
No, I'm looking at the picture right now. Too bad I can't send it out.
The black girl? I got that in my head, the blonde sitting at the table, and these guys.
Was it the original Indiana Jones?
I think so. Yeah. You know what? Let me go to Discord and I'm gonna put it in your Discord, David.
All right.
I was going to say Romancing the Stone, but for some reason I thought the woman was blonde, which was the one in Romancing the Stone. Anyway,
that was with who was that? Who was Romancing the Stone? Was that Kurt or Douglas, right?
It was
Michael Douglas.
Michael Douglas and somebody.
Yeah.
But that was a blonde lady too. That's why you're thinking of it.
Was it? I thought it was a dark-haired girl that owned the tavern.
Romancing the Stone?
No. The one you say is Indiana Jones. It was always the dark-haired girl.
It's a blonde woman. Give me a second. I'm gonna put it in David Devine's.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, those movies were brutal. I wouldn't watch them now, but I know people that are buying them on they're remastered on Blu-ray, and people are buying them. I think the one video I saw, the guy got copies of those Faces of Death movies at Walmart, which they're brutal, man. I don't suggest those movies whatsoever. Yeah.
Are you able to check your Discord, David, to show on the stream?
Let's see.
Because I
Let me
put the
minim-
picture in your general chat.
Okay. Let me minimize this. All right.
Maybe then Black will recognize it.
Let's see. Let me minimize. All right. Let's see. I'm trying not to take the whole show down by showing. Let's see.
And it was in the Temple of Doom from 1984.
Yeah, the Temple of Doom. Yeah.
Present. Share screen.
Sorry if I'm making it hard on you.
It's all right.
That's what she said.
I'm lazy, so I normally don't do this.
There
But
you go.
oh, whoops! See, I'm taking the whole show
I
down.
can see it right now. I can see it pretty good.
All right, yeah, there she is, Black Watch.
Yeah.
Is that what you're thinking of?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, it was all like the Sultan's dressed, all the Arabs, and he's
Oh,
the
is that so? That's from the movie. That's the monkey. Yeah, that's
Yes.
yeah. That's exactly like what they do at Faces of Death. I don't remember that scene.
yeah.
What movie is that from though?
Temple of Doom. Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom.
Okay.
When they had the kids looking for the crystals in the mine. It was kind of like King Solomon's mine theory. And they sacrificed people down and put them in a cage and sent them down into the fire. And the priest took the heart out and all this shit, right? So
Wow.
because he said, and watch your heart, Indy, watch your heart, while he's holding onto the rope.
StreamYard is sharing windows.
I haven't watched the new one yet at all. I heard it's bad, so I haven't even watched it.
What's up, Butchcraft? What's up, Lady Campion? What's going on? Oh, you remember that scene? I don't. Yeah, I don't remember that. I'm gonna have to go back and rewatch it. I'm thinking if I have that. That wasn't the original, right? That was the second one.
Temple of Doom, I think, is the second one.
Yeah. I don't know if I have a copy of that. I have to look for that now. What's up, Butchcraft? But
I liked it because of Sean Connery. I always liked. I didn't care for him in 007, but I liked him in.
I just realized I was doing like an Illuminati sign, and I didn't realize it. Yeah, I don't know why I was doing
Is this
that.
Illuminati, or is this something else?
I don't know. I just looked up and I was like, man, why am I doing that? I'm not in the club, believe me. But I have seen the new Indiana Jones.
Have you?
It's pretty brutal too.
Yeah.
I don't recommend that one either. You know, it's like I hate when they do that when they make one last movie, which like if they're going to introduce a new character or whatever to like maybe do future stuff with, fine. But in Indiana Jones, what they did was they introduced the new character and then they just kind of trashed the whole history of Harrison Ford's character.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
You know, they just made him like a loser drunk, you know, like after all that great stuff, they made him like, you know, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, ruining the franchise for sure.
I know they're coming out with the John Wick 5, I think, though. Kind of excited for that one.
Yeah, I don't. I need to give that movie. I need to give those movies a chance again. I don't. For some reason, I just wasn't into it. Oh, you know why? Because of Keanu Reeves. Yeah.
Oh, you're not a fan of Keanu Reeves?
No. I just think he always plays the same character. You know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he does.
Like it's always that. I don't know, like the Point Break character, or you know, it's always that. I don't know. Like for instance, The Devil's Advocate. That was a great movie.
Mm-hmm.
That I love that movie, but for me, oh man, he almost ruins it for me. Yeah.
Well, and it wasn't it right after that he made Constantine, and it was pretty much similar.
Oh, I think you're right. Yeah. But yeah, The Devil's Advocate was great.
I thought Point Break, there was some criminal and they chased him to that. He was surfing. But
Yeah, that
that's
was Patrick Swayze, wasn't it?
Patrick Swayze. Yeah.
Yeah, see that's the thing. He might be he probably is nice and he's probably a really great actor. He's just for some, sometimes someone just rubs you the wrong way and I think it's him. Yeah, just does it for me. I don't know why.
He's always been typecast. He started out as being the doofus dumbass,
Yeah, right. Like Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure.
Yeah, and then even Parenthood. Remember that movie Parenthood with Steve Martin?
Yeah.
He was the dumbass in that movie too.
Keanu Reeves was?
Yeah. Steve Martin's sister had a daughter who was pregnant by him. He was a race car driver and what did?
Oh, okay. I think I block out the Keanu Reeves scenes. But I mean, I've heard him. He's supposed to be a really cool guy. Yeah.
Mhm.
I have nothing against him personally. Just his acting. But and then of course Parenthood was a remake. Yeah.
Yeah, that one the new one had Jason Robards in there. Who else? There's some pretty good people in that one.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's see.
Let me look it up.
Oh, Swayze. Yeah, it was Swayze and Keanu Reeves, I think, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What, Point Break? I don't think so. I don't think Keanu Reeves was the guy chasing him.
I think he was, wasn't he?
But I don't really remember. I just remember him surfing.
Yeah. Yeah, it was what
Well,
the chat it tells. Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure.
I didn't know that Joaquin Phoenix was in Parenthood, the movie.
Yeah, I don't think I did either.
Rick Moranis was in there.
No, it was Steve Martin, right?
Yeah, Steve Martin was the main character. Yeah.
And then who was it that guy that played? Wasn't there like Frank the gay wedding planner? Was that in Parenthood?
No,
Remember that
know.
Frank?
The wedding singer?
No, I thought it was in Parenthood.
No, I don't think so. Because there wasn't any wedding in that movie.
Oh, okay. What's the movie I'm thinking of? Frank. Father of the Bride. There we go. Yeah, thank you, Lady Campion. Yeah, Frank. That was great. Yeah, Father of the Bride.
One thing I really like Highlander, but the end scene, I think they could have pumped up with special effects a whole lot better.
Yeah, see there, Blackwatch Bushcraft says Keanu Reeves played Johnny Utah in Point Break. Yeah.
Yeah, I can't think of who was chasing him.
Yeah, I just remember there was like a wild scene at the end or something, right? With the huge wave. Yeah, Bushcraft got it. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe I'll give him a chance. Give Keanu Reeves a chance again.
I mean, if you like action, then you'll like the John Wicks. They're filled with action.
Yeah, I think that's why I haven't given him a chance, just because I have that attitude, which might not be justified, but I just do.
Who knows?
Or it's like I just traded in because I got it at a garage sale for free because it was a brand new steelbook, but it was like one of the Fast and Furious movies. I never gave those a try either. I just was not interested.
The first one I liked. The second one wasn't very good. The third one was okay, but that's about it.
And a sad movie.
I liked it for the cars, like Vin Diesel at the end with the '68 Runner.
Oh yeah,
because I was in high school when rich kids. One guy got a 446 pack Runner, and it was that color, British racing green. But I don't care for imports. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, what number are they on now? Yeah, Fast and Furious.
I know, 10 at least.
It's got to be like slow and not so furious. or
Yeah.
Not So Fast or Furious 20.
No, what are they up to?
So this is yeah, that drives me crazy. Oh, 442. Is that what you're talking about, Black Watch?
It's a 446 pack that Vin Diesel was driving. That last one I saw.
Oh, Sweet November's a sad Keanu Reeves movie.
Mm.
All right, Fast and the Furious 11 is coming out. Fucking
See?
hell.
I
Not
think
so
they,
fast, not
I
so
think
furious. In a world where
I think they renamed it to the Fast and Tesla, didn't it?
Well, maybe, who knows?
yeah. No, that's funny with all the a lot of Tesla stuff going on now.
Yeah.
People are spray painting buildings and giving away their Teslas and
Freaking idiots. Why? You know, most people that drive a Tesla are liberals. It was
yeah.
a liberal car that you used to buy, and
Well,
now
I think it's
joining.
almost 100% liberals, right?
Yeah.
So they're hurting themselves. It's like giving away your car.
Yeah, and it's funny. They're like, I just got rid of my Tesla and I bought this. It's like,
Yeah.
so what? You already gave your money to Elon.
I sat in a Tesla one time. It was pretty cool. I will say it was pretty cool. Someone I knew had it, but and I could imagine that was probably like close to 10 years ago, but I can imagine what they can do now. But all this stuff is scary, like stuff that I don't want. I don't want to have a car like what Elon's doing, where he because they're being vandalized, he set some sort of setting on all of them, so they're constantly surveilling,
Mhm.
right?
Yeah.
That's exactly what kind of car I don't want. I don't want to be surveilled, or be able to be. I know that's the way it's going. I mean, I know that they'll be able to shut off the cars or whatever, or
Kind of
I
remembers David Hasselhoff in that movie with Kit the car with
right, yeah,
Oh, I love Kit. I love Knight Rider. Oh,
yeah.
yeah, Midnight Rider, whatever. Yeah.
Kit, get me out of here.
Yeah.
I think that's another TV show that they redid that I would never have interest in doing. I hate when they do that.
They
Didn't
did,
they?
and they remade it with a Mustang instead of a Pontiac.
There's a fire.
Yeah, that's no good.
It was called Knight Rider 2000, I think,
Right.
and I actually watched it. I liked the show actually, but they had a Mustang GT instead was the car.
Yeah, that's true. Bushcraft. Yeah, I'm trying to think. I held off for the longest time with the smartphone. Actually, it was to the point where people were making fun of me
Mhm.
because I had like just a basic old phone or whatever. But it was fine because I had a computer, I had an iPad, and I didn't feel the need. But then I don't know. It's been several years now that I finally gave in, and yeah, I know that it's just tracking. Yeah. Yeah, GPS. Yeah. Yeah.
Doesn't every single new car you buy now come with GPS?
Yeah, I'm sure, and I'm sure that I'm sure your refrigerator tracks it. Your television set, everything's tracking now. It's like almost impossible. I think probably the only safe place if you don't take your cell phone is the bathroom, but everywhere else you're being definitely recorded.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember back in the day. Remember the conspiracy theory was that little, your remote control on for your TV. It had to have that little round little thing
Right.
in it. Everybody thought that was the camera that the government was watching you through.
Right. Yeah.
And who knows? They probably were.
Well, look at what they could do. I'll turn the camera back on in a second, but look what they can do. I mean, this technology's been out. Like if you're falling asleep, your TV will notice and shut itself off. They've had that technology for a long time.
They
You know what I
actually
mean?
do that now? I thought you had to hit the sleep button.
I don't know. Like, I don't know. Yeah, because even like one of my sound bars does that. Like if you're not listening for X amount of time,
Mm-hmm.
it will shut itself off. Yeah. I'll be right back.
Interesting. Yeah, my Dodge doesn't have OnStar, but it has GPS and it's got the little antenna thing on the roof.
Well,
I'm pretty
I remember that. I think GM was the first with that.
With OnStar?
Yeah, I think they were.
Yeah, I think you're right because my old Silverado had it too.
Yeah.
Gross says his Xbox turns on all by itself.
You're haunted.
Gross, it wants to watch you sitting there naked on your bed watching TV, Gross.
Yeah.
What's up, What Life? What Life's in the house?
Kind of makes you wonder who's
What
interested.
day is it? What day is it?
What day is it?
Yeah. Greetings, Wildlife. Go ahead. I'm sorry to cut you off.
I was just going to say, I wonder who's interested in you sitting naked on your bed watching David Devine on Sunday night.
Oh,
I mean, is it David Devine or your nakedness that they're interested in?
that's a good question, Blackwatch. I think I must have missed something. What are we talking about?
We're talking about Gross said his VCR turns on and off on its own. I'm like, they just want to watch you sitting naked on your bed watching TV.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, I think I'm more surprised that Gra has an Xbox.
That I don't remember seeing it when I was there.
Yeah.
Pretty soon, Gra's gonna have a new dog and somebody living with them pretty soon, I think.
Well, that's awesome. There we go. I'm back. Yeah, I don't know. I came back in a wrong time where Blackwatch is saying something about naked programming. I don't know.
How
Well,
is
I don't know what's
growing
I don't know
so
what's
much
going on. I went away for 1 second.
How is your beard growing so much faster than mine, David?
I don't know. Do you use beard stuff?
No.
All right. Do you remember when I think I was on your show when I showed you that cool kit I got, right? It's got
Yeah.
like all the beard stuff. I think that stuff helps. The oil, it's got wash, but it's got different sprays and stuff.
Mhm.
But then also mine's been growing for a while longer than you maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wouldn't it be easier just going through the car wash, David?
Yeah, just go in the car wash and
You know?
but I think that spray stuff to grow, there's a couple grow serums that I spray in it. I think that I don't know if it works to make it. I mean, it's getting pretty long, but what it does do is it pulls like the curliness out of it, so it just looks a lot longer.
Yeah.
You know.
Maybe. Who knows?
That reminds me of that show, Grizzly Adams. I mean, the guy looks like he just got manicured. And I'm the great outdoorsman.
Right.
Yeah, remember that guy? He was.
Yeah. Yeah.
Beard, right?
Yeah, I remember him, and I remember the American Pickers went and picked his house.
Did they? I like
Yeah.
that show, American Pickers. It wasn't bad.
Yeah, me too. I mean,
when they got that guy with the old Harley frame, just an old retired biker, and
yeah,
he's trying to get that 40, I think it was 47 Harley frame off him. And
all right, here's a tip for you, Eddie, from Lady Campion. If you want your hair, beards, or nails to grow faster for whatever reason,
take biotin, huh?
Take biotin. Bushcraft just combs his beard. I have to put the oil in it because mine gets like crazy. Yeah. Bushcraft, now his is long. Have you seen Bushcraft's beard?
No.
Yeah, his is like his makes mine look like a goatee, you know.
I got it oiled, but I hardly ever put it in. I should start putting it in. And yes, I cleaned up. I shaved everything today. I even shaved my hair off today.
I remember, I don't watch BGT. I guess it was
Dan Haggerty.
some reference in YouTube. But there was a guy, Chris Clappert came on BGT. And the report was, your beard is flourishing. God, did he have a beard? He's got a YouTube channel, but his beard was incredible. It was I think he's saying Imagine was the first one. And but his beard, you know.
Yeah. He's
Just
got a nice beard, huh?
oh yeah.
You gotta
Yeah, I can't.
get
Yeah, I think mine's been growing for like 2.5 years. I think two, three, maybe 3 years. I don't 2.5 years, maybe three. I don't know. I think about 3 years. I had it pretty long, and then I shaved. Someone dared me to shave it, and I did. I wouldn't do that again, though. I don't
You
think
could
I'll do that
always
again.
clip a sample and have it carbon dated. You'll know exactly how long you've had.
How long? Yeah.
Yeah.
You want me to carbon date,
And
get
you
naked, all kinds of things, Black Watch. I don't know what's going on here.
maybe you might want to have a little fun with you there, David.
I don't know what's going on. I'm
He's got
losing
a
control.
he's got a thing for rock star singers.
I'm losing control. All right. Look. Oh, let's check this out. So last week, I think I was talking about Terminator 1 and 2, Eddie. We were going to talk about it, but then
Yeah,
you
we
weren't feeling well. So we did talk about that, but then I was looking at all the Terminators, and the newest one, Dark Fate, was from 2019. Have you seen that one yet?
No, not yet.
So basically, this one skips over the Terminator 3 and 4, and this one is like a direct sequel to Terminator 2.
Okay.
And I've heard good and bad reviews on it. I watched it. I found it cheap, so cheap. This is why I got it. Look at this. I got this steelbook for it was under $10, but check this out.
Oh wow, that's nice.
Yeah. So it's Dark Fate. So it was made in 2019. So it's a direct sequel to Terminator 2, which I love 1 and 2.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like Bushcraft says, it's okay. Yeah, Dark. What's that? Yeah, it was okay. Yeah, it wasn't. Yeah, it wasn't. I mean, it can't be Terminator 1 or 2. Those are both just great. In fact, Terminator 1, it was cool watching it again because there were a lot of things I forgot. But this movie's cool because I don't want to spoil it at all if you haven't seen it, but Arnold Schwarzenegger's funny in this. I mean, he's just got some really dry thing. It's funny, you know. And then there's some cool effects, but it's worth the watch though. The Dark Fate. Yeah.
Right on. I just put it on my list. I didn't even know a fourth one had come out yet.
Well, this is the fifth one. Yeah, fifth one. Yeah. So there's this is the fifth one, right? Yeah, because there's two before this.
Oh, okay.
All right. There's the first Terminator 1 and 2, and then there's two, whatever they're called. I think Rise of the Machines is one. That's the third one.
That's the third one, yeah.
And then the fourth one is maybe Chat knows. And then this Dark Fate. It was fun. You know what I mean? Yeah. 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 She was good. Yeah. Come with me if you want to live. Yeah. See, I'm tempted to say some of the lines from Dark Fate, but it's shocking at first, right? It's shock. I don't know if I should say anything if you haven't seen it.
Yeah, it says there's Terminator 2, then there's Terminator 3, Rise of the Machines, then Terminator Salvation, and then Terminator Genesis, and Terminator Dark Fate.
Okay, all right. So there's 1, 2,
There's 6 of them.
3. All right, 4, 5. So this is 6. Okay, there. Yeah, Bushcraft has them listed here.
Wow.
So the reason I was interested in seeing Dark Fate is because I knew that the story arc was going right from 2 to Dark Fate. But I don't know. I don't know what you guys think about the other ones. The other 3. I thought there was just 2, but yeah, there's 3 other ones. But I don't know if they're worth the watch. I probably will get them at some point and watch them. I mean, I enjoyed it. You know what? Dark Fate seemed a little bit long for me. It seemed just a little bit too long. Like they could have ended it probably 20 minutes before it ended for me, but
Like
But
some of the Marvel movies.
yeah, but before that 20-minute period where I felt like I kind of wish it would just end now. You know, it
Have
was
you
great. I thought it was good.
have you seen a movie in 4K yet?
Now the algorithms will make sure there'll be a part 7. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
1, 2, and 6. All right, so I got to try 6. What did you say, Eddie?
Have you tried? Have you gone and seen a 4K movie yet?
Gone
Or
and
I mean
see.
4D. I mean 4D movie. I'm sorry, 4D.
Oh, no.
I went and
Have you?
saw one with my wife. So this is like 5, 6 years ago, and we watched. It was a Bad Boys movie, but every time the car would go through like a water puddle, all of a
Yeah.
sudden mist of water would come spraying over you. And if they're at a restaurant, you could smell food and
Wow.
kinds of stuff like that. If they're in fog, all of a sudden fog would come out, and it would actually block the movie sometimes even.
Wow. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
I,
No, do they still do that? Is that still
let me look up.
a thing? That's pretty cool. 1, 2, and 6. Yeah, I need to watch them all. Yeah. I don't know. I enjoyed it. It was cool.
So Regal has 4DX movies. Let me see if they have any in Ohio. Let's see, Oklahoma. They have them in Oklahoma, but not in Ohio for some reason.
Yeah, Eddie, here, you got to explain the math. How does that make it 4D? Well,
Well, they say it. So they're saying because 3D is when everything looks like people are coming at you, and the fourth dimension is your sense of smell and touch. So you can touch the movie and feel the movie, and I guess is what they're trying to say it is.
I don't
They're
know.
trying to sell more popcorn.
Oh, I love popcorn. And
Yeah, if you're smelling it, yeah. But that's pretty cool. I mean, I guess back in the day, well, still now, I guess Rocky Horror was 4D back before 4D was cool because they would squirt you the water with squirt guns and throw stuff at you.
Okay, here's what it says. It says a 4D movie experience enhances the standard 3D movie format by adding physical effects like moving seats, wind, water, and scents, making the audience feel like they are right there in the movie.
There is a movie. What's the movie called? Oh gosh, this is going to drive me nuts now. But it's a movie with John Goodman. And he plays a guy that puts out science fiction movies. Oh gosh, it's such a great movie. I love it. And he did that back in this, during the Cuban Missile Crisis, like in that time period.
Yeah, it was called it starts with an M, I think.
Matinee. Yeah,
Hey,
there you go. Yeah.
That's it, Matinee.
Yeah.
That was it. What monster?
Gra went 4D last night.
He wasn't all alone. He's got his roommate there to play 4D with him.
Funnel is more fresh, buttery potpourri. Goodness. Those are senses, not another dimension.
I'm just telling you what they call it.
Yeah.
Oh, monster.
Yeah. Gra went 4D. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, there's but he would do that in Matinee in the movie they show. He was portraying the guy that made the sci-fi movies. And he would do that with like shocking people in their seats, certain people and stuff.
I remember in high school, they took us to the first time that, I forget the name of it, where they have 12 projectors going and it's a push plane. And you think all the seats are going with the plane when it banks.
Yeah.
What do they call it? The 12 projectors?
I don't know.
I don't know. Yeah, this is news to me.
Oh yeah, they something Max. It looks when he's in the plane, it's almost like you can see the whole row of seats banking with him because there's 12 projectors going at the same time. Surround something surround. I forget.
Yeah, it was wow. I was when I was looking at X today, I don't know if I did screenshot it or not, but it was a girl sitting in this theater. I don't know where it was, but the whole theater was like part of the movie. It said the most, what did it say? The most inclusive theater in the world or whatever. So they must play the same movie all the time, but it looked like she was sitting like in a cave, you know, and then it went up to the screen was there, but stuff was in front of it. It looked like she was in like this tropical land that obviously the movie was, you know, relative to that, but the whole theater was part of it, you know?
Mhm.
So yeah, that's like, absolutely 4D, I think.
So in Santa Barbara, they have a theater, the Granada. I forget I think it's called the Granada, and in it, the ceiling is all made of stars and planets and stuff like that. And I
I'm
remember watching the first Star Wars, the new one, the first new Star Wars in there.
yeah.
And it holds like 1,500 people, but you're watching Star Wars, and if you look up, you see the stars twinkling in the ceiling of the movie theater. That was pretty awesome, even though it wasn't that great of a movie. Just the experience of,
No, that would be great. Yeah, that
and
would have made actually probably would have made it fun. Yeah, because the movie, I don't know. Wow, I boy that would make it fun at least. Those movies. What was it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. The J.J. Abrams movie.
not so
What
much.
they were rough, and wow, they were rough. And what stinks, especially about the last one, when they brought Palpatine back. That
Mhm.
whole concept is just great. I mean, the stuff that they have written, like I tell you what really ruins it is because um, they have stuff that they call canon that people have written over the years, books and different things that the concepts are so great. And they tried that with that Palpatine character with some of the lore of the Sith and stuff, but they just didn't hit it good enough. It was just, yeah, lousy.
Yeah.
But
They don't have them up here. I doubt if they have them down there. But in Australia, for $40 to $50 a pop, it's either like big televisions or the screen. But the point is, remember when your gladiators fought and the Romans are laying on the, and they're bringing grapes? You have this like a lounge. It's more than a chair. You lay down on the thing, and if somebody comes around and asks you if you want food or whatever.
oh, in the movie theater, yeah,
Cineplex, yeah.
yeah,
They have
yeah,
those done in LA. It's like an extra $7 or $8, but you get to lay down. You got your own private waitress or waiter. Yeah.
yeah. They have had a couple here. In fact, we played one time at the theater. They had a stage in front of but they had them where they're like just a full blown bar, basically. You know, you can order drinks and food. There's a couple of them around here like that. What's up, Steve? Good to see you. Uh, aloha. What's up, Liberty Train? Gladiator. Yeah, I didn't know where Blackwatch was going with that, with the laying down and getting fed grapes. You know, I was like, what is going on?
Well, do
Oh,
they
right.
have women feathering you too?
Uh-huh. Yeah, right. I'd like to be fed grapes, just minus the lions, tigers, and bears. Yeah.
So you saw what Gra did there, though, right? You know what that's from. Jimmy, do you like watching gladiator movies?
Oh, what's that from?
Airplane.
Oh,
Remember
yeah.
when they brought the kid up to the front, and then he's like, "Do you like Roman? Have you ever wrestled with the man naked or something like that with the little kid?"
Whoa. What's going on here?
You don't remember Airplane, the movie?
I don't remember that part. No, I haven't seen that movie in so long. I do. That's bad, you know, bad on me that I haven't seen that in such a. I'll have to watch that again.
Yeah,
It's
in that same scene, they got the little kid. He looks over and he's like, I know you. You're Kareem Abdul-Jabbar." And he's like, "No, kid, I'm not." He's like, "Yeah, you are. My dad says that you need to run harder and you suck." And he's like, "Hey, kid, you try running up and down fucking the court for 40 minutes."
right. Yeah. No, I haven't seen that in years. I'll have to watch that again.
Oh yeah.
Jimmy, who says that in the movie?
Oh, that's what it was. Have you ever? That's Leslie. Is it Leslie Nielsen? No, not Leslie Nielsen. It's the other actor.
Yeah, I mean Leslie Nielsen's great.
He
You
played
know
Peter Graves, didn't he? I think that guy
Oh yeah.
in Airplane.
what I always love Leslie Nielsen. That's what freaks me out when I watch, because I love the movie Forbidden Planet. So it's an old sci-fi movie, you know.
Uh,
Hmm.
But Leslie Nielsen is the star in that, but he's playing a serious role, and it's kind of like Keanu Reeves. I just can't get over him being serious, you know, because he's, you know, in all those great comedies, Naked Gun.
Peter
Yeah,
Graves. That's who it was. Peter Graves.
Graves, that's who it is. That's what I said.
Yeah.
Forbidden Planet.
Yeah. Nope.
Absolutely love that movie.
Actually,
Um,
Leslie Nielsen was Leslie Nielsen was the pastor, the preacher in Airplane.
so so Forbidden Planet, they have Robbie the robot in there. That the same robot they use for Lost in Space.
Really?
Yeah. So little Forbidden Planet, Lost in Space knowledge for you.
Danger
I
Road.
love that movie. That's great. That's a great movie.
Did you ever see the original black and white of The Martian, the first Martian thing from the 50s?
Uh
The Robbie the robot that's going to destroy the Earth?
look at that.
I got the poster.
Wow, look at that.
I
Oh,
bought this in Seattle.
that's awesome.
It's a remake, of course, but still.
Yeah. Yeah, Repop.
Yeah.
I think, as a matter of fact, now that you show me that, I'm like, wow, you got to send me that. But actually, now that it just hit me, I think I have it hanging on my wall in the other room.
Do you?
Yeah. Yeah.
I just took it down because I redid my area. I got to put them back up. And then I have an old school Star Wars one too, but that's a repop as well.
Yeah, that's great though. That's the original comic book cover. I have that comic book in this case. Let me get it.
Do you?
I have the original from when I was a kid.
But this
Yeah.
Forbidden Planet, I was watching what's the nerds? With Sheldon. What do you call it? Big Bang Theory?
Yeah.
They actually have the same poster up in the first season of the
Yeah,
show.
that's a great movie. One of the all-time great sci-fi movies.
Yeah.
Let's see if I can find it without wrecking everything. I might wreck everything, but that's all right. If you hear things falling. Yeah. So this is from 1977. The comic book.
Oh wow. That's awesome.
Yeah. That I've had since I was a kid. Yeah. Oh, this is the first issue. Yeah. See,
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Since you were knee-high to an iguana.
Yeah, this is the first issue. Yeah.
Nice.
I gotta put that back in there. I'll ruin it. I've got the first few issues in there. Yeah. Yeah.
I gotta, I like posters. I had a poster. I gotta get it again. Remember the Kramer poster, the Kramer painting from Seinfeld?
Yeah. Wildlife. Yeah. He's warning you. Never challenge me. Yeah.
David he does have the best props. David has so much stuff. It's not even funny.
Well, especially Star Wars. I've loved that since I was a kid. I never got rid of any of. I still have all the toys I got. But
Not me. And I know my mom bought me because I had surgery so much. She would always buy me toys. I know she bought me the Millennium Falcon, the big.
Yeah.
I know she bought me the original.
Yeah, I have it. I have it on top here. Yeah.
See? Nice.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Someday I'll have to show all this stuff. I think I made a video one time, but yeah, I mean, I was just talking about it with my aunt because my aunt and uncle would buy me, for my birthday and Christmas, Star Wars toys all the time. I told her at Christmas time when I saw her, I said, I still have all those,
Wow.
but because I loved them, I just absolutely loved them. Yeah. The original stuff. And I don't know. It just became a thing. Like, so yeah, basically my whole life people would get me, buy me something or whatever. And I don't know if it's still like even my favorite. It's just a thing, it's just one of those things that, yeah, just kind of always collected Star Wars stuff. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Pam or Gross says I have the first Time Life magazine or
Um,
first Life magazine.
yeah, he also had all those, what, um,
Oh, the low, not the low rider,
the motorcycle.
the David Mann stuff. What the hell is it called? He sold me a couple. Um, Easy
Easy
Rider.
Ride. Yeah,
That's
there they are.
Easy Riders.
Yeah. Yeah.
In fact, remember one time we were on your show and we started reading stuff from one of them, and we got
Oh, that's right. When you were there. Yeah, it was like horoscopes, wasn't it?
yeah, it was horror.
Horoscopes out
Yeah,
of those.
yeah,
Yeah.
but it was horror scopes or something.
Horoscopes. Now I want to start rifling through all my Star Wars stuff.
Nice.
Everything, just everything through the years.
Remember back in the day when we had good stuff? Like I worked at Taco Bell, and when Star Trek came out, you had the actual glasses of Star Trek.
Yeah.
Not the cheap plastic cups. And
Yeah. Same. Yeah. Star Wars did that. Yeah.
what's up, future?
What's up, future? Good to see you. Yeah. Star Wars, Burger King, they did real cool, yeah, giveaways. Now it's junk. Yeah.
Yeah. Those old stuff is worth a lot of money now too.
Yeah. Horoscopes.
No, what did they call them, Gra? No, it's
Astrology. Yeah,
That's
that's
what it
right.
was. Astrology. And David we messed up. David was so worried because the stuff we were saying because Gra and I were partying over at his house. I think I just come home from the bar maybe or something.
Yeah, I was a little nervous. Yeah, but yeah. Well, those were the days where you couldn't say, I don't know where we're at now, if we've evolved at all, but yeah, you couldn't say anything, you
Yeah.
know. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know where we're at now. I don't know if we evolved farther or not. I keep forgetting we're on X too, but I don't know that there's
there.
yeah, I don't think there's a X
No,
problem. But
it's just a YouTube problem.
yeah. But what are you gonna do?
Go to Rumble. That's what I did.
Yeah. I mean, I do have an account. I just never bec I don't know. It's just because I don't know. There's this someday I will, but there's just a step now that I haven't taken. 'Cause I know you broadcast right from there
Mm-hmm.
thing, and I'll do that someday. But I don't. I have like 15 subscribers or whatever on there. So
Yeah. But what I did slowly is I would start on YouTube and Rumble, and I'd slowly say, "Okay, we're leaving Rumble or YouTube, going to Rumble," and
yeah,
that's slowly wean them over.
yeah. So you got it's worth it for you. You've got people over there. So
I do now, but it's
yeah,
nothing like my old YouTube channel had like 10, 12,000 subscribers on it. Now we're down to nothing.
yeah. You had B is Blackwatch. Oh, someone's asking who B is. Future's asking.
Yeah, I was going to say, it sounds a little political. Don't forget, Rumble's owner went with Trump.
Yeah.
How much longer?
How much longer? What do you mean?
Well, everybody goes there to say whatever they want to say.
Oh yeah, I can say whatever I want over there. Anything.
Yeah, I mean that's pretty cool. I think you can play music. I mean that's pretty I mean that's awesome. Yeah.
Yeah, like I play your songs all the time on Rumble. When I play them on YouTube, I get a copyright strike.
Yeah, yeah.
That's my point. How long before the money makes it worth it?
Yeah.
For them to
I was just talking to if anybody's watching now or in the future, about record. I have 2 songs we're going to record soon. It's just it's hard to get everybody together, but I think we got it. I think you got it heading in the right direction. So
Right
I'm
on.
pretty excited about that. At least I have mailed everybody the rough tracks or whatever, the ideas. So we're on the right path. So that should be fun.
Nice. Do
Mhm.
you rent a studio to do that, or do you have somebody that has a studio? Or?
Yeah, I'm going to talk to them about it. Actually, somebody I know just opened up a really beautiful place. It's probably a beautiful price though too. So
Yeah.
I'll see when I start talking to everybody. Someone may have a cheaper option, and so we probably will do that. But I would love to go to that beautiful studio. Oh, it's so nice. But
Maybe you'll make it big and you can make your own recording studio.
I'm not going to say the thing that you thought I was going to say. Yeah, I mean, actually, I have a little. I mean, I have a little tiny studio PreSonus thing here.
Mm-hmm.
But I used to have a studio at my house years ago, 20 years ago. But since I've been here, I've never recorded drums. Actually, I think I'm pretty good with vocals, guitars, and everything I could do here, no problem. But I have never tried doing drums here, and I don't know that I want to be honest.
Right on.
Yeah.
Mr. Nice Guy has a whole studio in his house. I know that.
Yeah. I used to back in the day, man. It was great. I just loved being down there, and I would record other bands too, and it was fun. But I don't. I had more space or something. I don't know. I had the guys that I was playing with back then. They would come over just on random days, and we would build different rooms. You know, we had like a live room and a vocal room and a board room. You know, a drum area.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't have the space for that now.
Hey, where's your co-host today? Is she still?
Yeah, right, lady. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It took a turn in a better direction today too. So, oh, what did you ask? Where's my co-host?
Yeah, where is Hope?
I don't know. Maybe she's probably at the Waffle House.
And she hates waffles.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we were talking about that in our group chat, weren't we?
Yeah, well, Waffle House. I mean, I used to talk about the Waffle House all the time. I love the Waffle House, but I mean, yeah, if you have a bad experience, because I have had one bad experience at Waffle House, and actually it was at a Waffle House near where Hope lives.
Oh, really?
That I had a bad experience. Every other time, like we have one that I would go, you know, no one else. I didn't know anybody else that likes it either, so I would just go all by myself, like a special Saturday afternoon thing or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But I love the hash browns with gravy. I love the Waffle House. Yeah.
See, the one time I went with
Waffle House.
Drunk Uncle took us to North Carolina, and they were out of biscuits and gravy and stuff that day.
Oh.
Because everybody's like, "Oh, you got to get the hash browns with the gravy on top." And sorry, honey, we ain't got none.
Well, I saw the Anthony Bourdain issue where I forget what state he was in. I think he was in the South, maybe Georgia or something. And the chef that he was doing the show with had this beautiful restaurant, and Anthony Bourdain asked him where he gets his inspiration from or some secrets that he knows about cooking in this beautiful restaurant. And the chef took him to Waffle House, and he said Waffle House is where he gets his ideas. And he totally said that they had like a secret menu, which was the truth. Like I don't even think it was on the menu anymore, but they have like a really delicious steak
Mm-hmm.
and eggs that's just really good. And then they have like an upgraded like T-bone steak that you can order. It's just they don't advertise it, but they have them. And so if you ever go, it's that sirloin steak and hash browns and gravy, man, just and eggs. Ah,
Yeah.
now I'm officially starving.
Wildlife says, "Don't ever put that on Georgia. It was Alabama."
Oh, was it Alabama? All right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Lady says, I took a 30-minute Uber ride once and the driver talked about nothing about the Waffle House verse. Oh, yeah. Waffle House, smothered, covered, and scattered. That's right. My stomach is grumbling now.
Yeah,
Wow.
so is mine, and I just had steak too.
Yeah. Scattered, covered, smothered hash browns with Heinz 57 sauce.
Yeah, you got to add a little bit of the red sauce. What do you call it? The Tabasco sauce to your
But
hash browns.
but so, well, I'm eating at the counter at Waffle House. Waffle House. I studied how they're cooking everything, and I can make the hash browns just like they do and eggs just like they do because I've studied them. Yeah, it's delicious.
Nice.
Yeah.
How do you not eat ketchup? Who doesn't eat ketchup?
Yeah, I mean, French fries, I'll eat ketchup, but I wouldn't put them on my hash browns. No.
Really?
Or a hot dog. I saw a comedian once that said once you reach like 15, you're not allowed to put ketchup on your hot dog anymore.
Oh wow.
But yeah.
No, I take my hash browns. You put the sunny side up or over easy egg on top of it. Then you put some ketchup in the hot sauce and go to town.
Yeah, I mean, I could see that would be all right. That would be probably acceptable. It's just that when I find something that I think is perfect, like hash browns cooked in butter, so it gets just the right crisp and goldenness,
Oh yeah, butter on it.
and then with gravy, I just think it's perfect. So I don't mess with that because that's perfection to me.
Well,
Yeah.
if you like home fries, so my brother owns a restaurant, and they cut their their potatoes up in quarters, or maybe eighths, and then they put them in a deep fryer. So they deep fry them with bell peppers, green onions, red onions, all that good stuff, or red peppers, I mean. And they get it to where they're almost done. And then they put them in a big, huge container. And then when you order it, they finish it off on the grill with seasoned salt and all kinds of stuff. It's that deep frying, though, that gives it that nice crisp.
Yeah, all this now, it's all the food talk going through the chat now, Eddie. Now it's killing me.
I think I'm gonna go get some food now, and I just ate.
I know. When we wrap up, I'm definitely going to eat something. I probably won't make breakfast, but like Wildlife said, he made breakfast for dinner tonight. That sounds phenomenal.
Ooh, yeah.
I'll probably just have a piece of, if there's some Dominoes left up there.
You know what I'm waiting for? When they look at the pyramids, how did they laser cut the stones? Next thing, they're going to go over to the Waffle House and say, how did they laser cut their hash browns? Everyone.
Yeah, I know. We used to do that. We used to do this a lot where we would talk until I just would have to end the stream and go eat. But it's been a while since we did talk food, but yeah, it's killing me now.
Somehow I always end up on food.
I mean, it's a great topic. Everybody can relate generally,
Oh yeah. Oh, we were watching last night. Since I'm going to Nevada in 2 weeks, and there's a place there. I saw a commercial for it. They make these banana pudding pancakes. I want that.
Man.
Pudding.
That's.
But when you go to Vegas, that's all you do is eat because there's food everywhere.
Yeah, I just saw. Actually, I was going to tell you about it because someone was out there on vacation, and it was like a mile off the strip. I forget what it was, but they said that this place had the hamburger and fries were like incredible, but they were like the cheapest in Vegas too. I forget if it was like the Frontier. I'll look. I'll have to look. But yeah, but I agree because when we lived out there, there were a lot of casinos off the strip that really did have great food and buffets and stuff.
Oh yeah, Terrible's Casino.
Yeah.
Terrible's had a good one.
Yeah, and there was another one. They would send us at least once a month, buy one get one free, and then we went every month. Yeah.
I was on an IT channel until they blocked me, which was whatever. Point was, there was a nuclear engineer that retired to Vegas, and every Sunday till his wife passed, he used to go, buffets, But he was saying it's all not what it ever was. It's all scaled down.
Yeah, I'm sure it's changed. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, off the strip was where to go. Like, you know, in the 90s, the strip, you could go, I mean, you could go downtown, you could literally eat for free, get free souvenirs. You go around with those books,
Yeah.
free hot dogs here, free this there. But the strip, what I think I moved from Vegas in 2007 or 8, I think 2008. And at that time, retail did as much as gambling on the strip, retail and food.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it replaced that whole free thing with really expensive food and that. So
Well, I remember as a kid, you go to Circus Circus and their buffet was 99 cents for all you
yeah,
could,
yeah,
you know.
yeah,
But then look at
but
Circus Circus now; they're awful.
yeah, yeah. I haven't been there for so many years, but yeah, I remember. Yeah, even geez, I don't know. My nephew's 30 now, and I took him there when he was a kid when we lived there. But yeah, it was pretty trashed at that point.
I never stay there. I never stay on the strip anymore. I always get a Marriott or something. Just off.
Yeah, yeah, it's a good idea. I used to like to stay downtown.
Fremont is now. So Fremont Experience is now the best place to go. The strip, nobody goes there. Everybody goes to Fremont Experience now.
Yeah, went to a car show, went to the Waffle House. Yeah, the Fremont Experience. Yeah, it's cool. Yeah, it's
Now
real
that,
cool.
so now when you go there, they have 4 bands. So they're set up in 4 different areas,
Yeah,
and you just walk from band, and they're all free. They're all out front.
yeah,
It's happening at the Experience now.
yeah. I know. I saw Wayne Newton out there one night when we lived there. Um, yeah, it was. There's always somebody in Vegas, and there are a lot of people live in a lot of people live in Vegas. But I remember reading the paper on Monday morning about who, there was just always somebody somewhere. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, yeah.
Vegas, the real city that never sleeps.
Hmm. I played down there a couple of times. I played at the Imperial Palace one time and downtown a few times.
I
And
stayed there one time.
oh, at the Imperial Palace.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My wife and I would normally stay at Circus Circus, and we're like, we're going to spend a couple extra bucks and stay at a nice hotel.
Yeah.
Imperial Palace was not the nice hotel that we thought it was going to be.
No. I think I stayed there one time on New Year's Eve because a lot of people we knew were in town.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, the strip on New Year's Eve was the worst experience I ever had in my life. It was just on too many people. I think we went out of the Imperial Palace, got halfway across the street because the streets was shut down. It was just a sea of people, and I think we got maybe like halfway across the street, and I was like, I'm out of here. It was just people pushing, and it was just crazy. Too many people for me.
Because I think Caesar's Palace was right across from Imperial Palace, wasn't it? Caesar's Palace?
Yeah, it was close. Yeah.
And you had Margaritaville right there, the Margaritaville bar.
Yeah. And the Flamingo. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, when I remember, it was wild because I remember when I lived there, I would take different ways to work. It seemed like if I didn't go by the strip for like 2 months, something was different. It was just constantly changing. And I'm sure I wouldn't even recognize it now.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
When I worked there, so we were building a hotel, and they gave us per diem, so we could go get a hotel room. And I started traveling with a trailer to save money. And there was a place, I think it was the San Remo. It was on Fremont Street, the San Remo Hotel or something. They had a little section where they had a trailer park, and you could park in there for $7 a day. And my company was giving me $70 a day. So I was just loving it. Staying there for $7 a day.
Yeah, that's nice.
Of course,
Wildlife been there twice.
Only twice, but Wildlife, you gotta go again.
We used to go, like, I think I started going when I was like 21 or 2. Mm-hmm. And that just was like, especially through the 90s, that's just like whenever it was vacation time, that's where we went, Vegas. And then of course we moved there for a few years.
Yeah.
And I've only been back once since. But I don't. Yeah, at some point. Well, it's because they open casinos everywhere now.
Yeah.
So it took a lot of the
Geez,
like the
$7 a day. Everybody from Boston to Chicago would park there and walk to work.
park in Vegas and walk to work.
Yeah,
For $7 a day.
yeah. There you
Walk all the way to Boston. Yeah, why not?
go.
Yeah, Georgia's got everything. That's the thing. Yeah, they open casinos everywhere now. So
Yeah.
and it's not cheap like it used to be either. Like we were saying earlier, you used to go out and get like a book and just go around and get free stuff. It was crazy. Yeah.
Sure. Or it was a $1 prime rib. Not anymore.
Nevada Palace. Yeah, right. So basically, and you free drinks. You would gamble and get free drinks, and yeah, I mean, you probably still do to a point, but it really got more corporate. Yeah, there's no doubt.
I hear they watch you now. Because I knew people that would sit there and just pretend to play a slot so they get a free drink, and now they actually watch you to make sure if you're playing before you can get a drink.
Yeah, I'm sure they cracked down. I remember we would do that too, like go to a casino downtown where they didn't care. You'd order 2 beer. I'll take 2 beers. They didn't care.
Yeah.
But now I'm sure I noticed it when I lived there. I remember we sat down and played blackjack with somebody that was in from out of town. And I remember ordering a drink, and it took like a crazy amount of time. It was like they wanted to make sure you were sinking your money in before they would give you that free beer,
Yeah.
So as a matter of fact, I think I was done playing by the time she got back. I think that, so.
Oh, well.
You ever gone somewhere like a hotel downtown or something?
Yeah,
So
right.
a buddy wants to go too, right?
Mhm.
So you drive all the way down there, you pay the parking, you pay your admission to go into the event, and you come out and you kind of think to yourself, you didn't even give me $1.50. But they're going to say, you were going anywhere and I paid anyway and I paid my admission. You figured he split the parking, right?
Yeah.
You kind of sit there and go, well, at least you paid your admission.
Right.
And I didn't have to buy you dinner, that, well, you were going there anyway. What?
I got you beat. Every year I go to this convention, and a friend of ours wanted to go to this convention. I was like, well, sure. I got a hotel room. You can stay with me. And so I thought, when he stayed with me the whole time. And I was like, hey, we had this hotel at the Marriott for 4 days. Are you going to kick in a little bit on it? And he's like, well, I thought you were offering it for free. And I'm like,
okay, next time.
yeah. I was like,
yeah, we thought you were paying. What the heck?
It's like, yes, I offered, but I figured at least you'd chip in a little bit or something.
Right.
Or dinner,
Yeah, there's got to be some sort of like code, like
Yeah.
You don't have. I'm not charging you, but you can chip in. Yeah, why not? Yeah, but there are people like that too, though. Yeah.
And the same buddy, he lost like $200 at the casino, like it fell out of his pocket or something, and then he thought I stole it from him, and I'm like, why? I just paid for your hotel room and shit. Why would I steal?
Why am I going to rob you? Yeah. Why am I going to steal from you?
It's like the guy we go out for drinks. Remember, draft 10 cents a beer and you buy a pitcher? There's always one guy wandering around with an empty draft glass.
Oh, yeah.
Down at a table. You know what I mean? So you catch on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Right, Grop. Yeah.
And no, it wasn't Taiho. I'm not talking about Taiho. I'm used to him not paying. That's just the way he is.
Yeah.
I remember I had an 89 Mustang. I divorced. So I got a chance at stepping up, as they call it, fully trailered. And I had a guy, a fabricator in clothes, to make a turbo air cooler liquid, and it leaked. So I said, I'm not going to go. We had a truck scheduled, 6 race cars, right, to Reading, Pennsylvania. So they said, well, you got to go. We'll fix it on the way. Well, I did that, but the guy that went with the truck driver didn't like smoking. So you know what he said to me on the way at the shop, one of the shop brothers? Are you going to pay for Percy's room? I felt like saying I let him stay with me.
Yeah.
Well, you going to pay half for his room? I thought he could have slept in the parking lot. So I just said no. You let him pay for his own shit. Jesus.
Yeah. You got it sometimes. Sometimes, people just are not considerate
Well,
like
I
that.
wasn't going to go, and I said I'll give you the $350. Right, my car's not going. I'll pay for that part of the trailer. The elevator. It's $350.
Yeah.
Bye. No, you got to come. You got to come.
I
I ended up in his truck on the way home.
Yeah. I had an apprentice and I would always buy him lunch, because I was the journeyman. And then one day I was like, hey, we need to go to Costco. I got to get something real quick. And he's like, well, guess what, Eddie? I'm buying lunch today. I was like, what do you mean you're buying lunch? He's like, well,
The
you
free
always.
samples.
No, he was going to buy me a $1.50 hot dog. I'm like,
Okay.
I buy you like whole meals and stuff. He's like, well, you can get 2 hot dogs. Cheap. I was like, you cheap bastard.
Yeah,
Buying me Costco hot dogs.
there you go. Doesn't seem fair, huh?
But I love them. They're great for $1.50 and with the soda. Can't beat
Yeah, here we go again. I'm gonna have to end the stream in a few minutes and go eat. That's for sure. Yeah, I love them too. I could probably eat like 12 hot dogs right now after our Waffle House conversation.
Oh yeah. Hold on.
There, there's no lunch breaks on YouTube, David.
I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna have to take a lunch break.
Hold on. We gotta do this.
Instant gratification.
That's
There it is. There it is. Now I'll have it recorded now
Now you can have it recorded. Hold on. Do you want folks to laugh too?
for future streams. Yeah. There we go. Perfect.
I can have a full conversation with Hope.
No.
That's great. I got to get a soundboard.
Well, you have one. We got the same thing, don't we?
Oh, Stream Deck. Is that what you're using?
Yeah, I got mine on my Stream Deck.
It's just coming through there. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess I do. That's right.
When you're going to get your own AI so
There
that
we go. Yeah, that's right. There we go.
talk to it.
Yeah, I forgot. Duh. All right. I'm all set. What's that? Black Watch?
yeah.
Oh, just sit
When
sit
you-
here and talk to AI.
Yeah, when you're going to get your own AI personality, and then when you go for smoke breaks, we can talk to them. Keep going.
Yeah, I know. That's probably not too far in the future, Black Watch.
I know a couple people have it. A retired Disney animator calls it Nova.
Really?
Writes songs for people and does all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, writes songs, books. Yeah, pretty soon. Yeah, it's wild.
That's not scary.
It really is.
Remember in the day when you could say, well, prove it. Show me the video. Now they can show you a video and they still can't prove it.
And and it might be fake. And that's why. And that's like some of this stuff, like one of the story, I was going to bring it up, but I'm not going to get too far into it now, but all these books and teachings they found somewhere. I was looking at it on X before we started, but it's talking about how much history was probably forgotten that's in these books that they just discovered. But that's how it's going to happen. I mean, like, how much are we going to forget to get, into that technology where you don't have, you don't have to think anymore or write something, you just leave it to AI to do it. That's cool to some degree, but not really. I mean, think about all the imagination that's going to get lost when you just rely on AI to write your song or write your thoughts. You know what I mean? I mean, I think that teachers can use AI to write, to teach, basically, to write their emails and,
My point
not
was,
just teachers, but,
my point was this, and I
anybody.
don't know how true it was. When he said it, why would he lie? There's a friend, people we know, someone lost his wife in 2020. So I know the AI songwriting, but he claims Nova did it on herself.
Yeah.
She learned about him, his situation, sent him an email and said, "Here's a song I wrote for you." And I don't know whether to trust him that that's what happened or not, but it's got like 10 terabytes on a server. He paid for it for a year, like $1,000, and he owns that server for that length of time, and nobody lives there. So it should be interesting.
So you're saying that the AI actually wrote the song and sent it to him?
That's what he said.
I mean, that's not that's not too far fetched, right? I mean, that's not crazy.
You should hear the song though. It's beautiful.
Oh, is it good?
Oh, it was incredible. But
Yeah.
anyway, the guy's very, like I say, he's a retired animator. He wasn't just an animator, he was the boss, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but that's another thing is that someone was talking about like it was a Disney film, or at least a cartoon from the 30s. And they were showing they actually animated every step of the way. And somebody was asking this guy, because he was showing all the stills that they had worked on and all the beautiful shadowing and how intricate these drawings were. And they asked the guy, why don't we do it like that anymore? And the guy basically said, we don't know how they did it. That's why.
No,
So they've replaced it with other stuff, but they forgot about that actual beautiful animation process. They couldn't redo it now,
This guy's about, and I guess I have to believe him, he's around 78. He just lost his wife last year. But he did a narrative on himself, like a 14-minute one.
Yeah.
And in it, he said, one of the studios, he swept the parking lot until somebody saw his drawings. So I asked his buddy, is that true? He said, yeah. He used to sweep the parking lot there.
You hear a lot of these stories.
What you're talking about, when they invented the templates and they didn't have to redraw the stuff, just the changes. They put templates over it.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. No, that stuff's amazing. That work that they did is just absolutely amazing. Yeah. But yeah, it's a process. Yeah. That when it gets replaced, and it's a long process, but it's beautiful. Some of that work was beautiful. Yeah.
Well,
I asked him one time, I said, you know what they're inferring? Snow White, dwarfs and everything, the kid stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I said, be honest with me, because he's got nothing to lose. Was that there? He says, no, but we gave each other the finger every time, but you can't see it. Just giving their buddies the finger. Nothing of what they're talking about just wasn't there.
Oh, you mean the hidden stuff in the Disney stuff?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
He says, we put a little thing in there where they got, this is a finger, right? But you never see it.
Mm-hmm.
You never,
It's flashing so fast. Yeah, subliminal stuff.
Yeah. That new Snow White bombed at the box.
Yeah, that's. I know. I had to look it up the other day because I forget. It was like thumbs down or disliked like a million times or something, and I was like, "What's the deal here? I'm out of the loop." So I looked it up, and so I think it's because because she's not white, and because they renamed the dwarves, and they call them mythical creatures or something. But anyway, it's getting like serious hate, just a massive amount of hate.
Well, and it's because also a little bit of political hate too, because she went out there and was knocking certain people and saying stuff. And
yeah, well, that's the same thing that happened with the new Indiana Jones, is that people were backlashing about how they basically crapped on Harrison Ford's legacy, but then the girl she went after the fans, and that's like the wrong move. That's what the Snow White girl did too.
Yeah,
it's like the wrong move. It's like you're already getting all this hate, Well,
I think one of the things she said was, well, I'm so good, people watch my movies no matter what I say. She's learned that's not going to happen now.
Yeah, I think that I don't know. I don't know how it's doing, but I did see someone take a picture of an empty theater. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, they said right now it's like getting 3 out of 10 stars or something like that.
Yeah.
So,
Yep. I looked right before we came on. It was like 2.2 out of 10. Yeah.
yeah.
IMBD or whatever.
I got a question. I never watched maybe Terminator 3. Well, you said Terminator, the Genesis. Is that spinning off the Genesis effect from Star Wars? From
Star Trek, right? Star Trek.
Is that spinning off?
No, I doubt it, but I don't know for sure. So yeah, I don't know. But I don't think that it would be from Star Trek. I don't think so.
No, but remember the Genesis effect, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. With
Mhm.
Khan, you know, Khan.
Right.
Yeah.
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 I've never heard of Perkins.
What is it?
Pam says we have the #1 Perkins here in Minnesota.
Oh, you haven't heard of Perkins?
No.
They shut a lot of them down, but we do have a couple still around. It's pretty good food. That was where everybody used to go to like eat and drink coffee at midnight, you know.
Right on. That's
Yeah.
kind of like we had Carol's or Denny's over here.
Yeah, like it's Perkins is like a Denny's. Yeah, they have good food though.
What? Don't you guys still have a restaurant that's similar to what Bob's Big Boys used to be in Ohio?
Yeah, we still had we still have I think we still have a Bob's Big Boy.
We have the one here in Burbank that I go to a lot.
And we also have, there was one that I think was before Bob's Big Boy. It's called something similar too, but it's the same, basically sandwich, you know, like that Big Mac type sandwich.
Farmer.
Man, now I'm starving.
Yeah, me too.
All right, we're gonna wrap it up because I'm gonna go get something to eat. Let's just take a look at what people are saying here. Yeah. Bob Evans.
Oh my! We don't have Bob Evans here, but they have their mashed potatoes at Walmart. Oh, I get those all the time. They're so.
Oh yeah. We got both. We have it at the grocery store, and yeah, Bushcraft's from Ohio too.
Right on.
Yeah, 24-hour diners.
Yeah, you know, you go in there. Even us high schoolers on the weekends, we'd be in there at 2:00 in the morning drinking coffee or soda at Carol's.
Yeah, those were the days. But man, a lot of that stuff, it all shifted. Everything you don't even know what it's hard to eat. I went somewhere the other day and they were closed because of staffing, and you know, in the middle of the day. Yeah.
I mean, back in our day, you were never home. You were always out with your friends going somewhere.
Yeah, that's right. Bob Evans is from Ohio. That's right.
Cross says he misses Quaaludes.
Yeah. Those were the days.
I got some pretty close stuff here though with my pain meds, Gra.
Yeah, Bob Evans is from Ohio. Yeah,
a lot of stuff is from Ohio.
Pretty much everything on the internet, and you know, most things worthwhile are from Ohio.
Oh, and then I still got to go back and get the Seven Sisters Bakery that Hope took me to.
I'm surprised she can't mail you. You know, get some dry ice or something. You know,
you could. That bakery is really good. I had a bacon covered donut. Oh my goodness!
You better wrap it in tinfoil, or the post office. That's a bacon wrapped donut. I'm going to steal it.
8 Sisters.
Oh, it's 8 Sisters Bakery. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, Bush. That's good. Hey, I like that. I'm gonna have to steal that, Bushcraft. Everything that gets you in trouble is from Ohio.
Really? Not my Crown Royal. Crown Royal isn't from Ohio.
Yeah, I guess I didn't realize that was Canadian.
Yeah.
That's Seagram's Breweries, Canada.
Is it? They're part of Seagram's?
Seagram's, yeah.
I love me some Crown Royal.
Canadian Club, Crown Royal. It's all out of Seagram's.
Oh, okay.
So but now let's go through this 1 second. Is the Crown Royal the good stuff? Isn't there like a good stuff? Were we talking about this?
Mega box. It's a good stuff. The bottle shaped like a crown. Comes in a purple, usually a purple bag.
Yeah, but were you saying that was like the good stuff, but then they made some cheaper stuff too, right?
My dad, my dad,
what's
worked, my dad worked 30 years for Customs and Excise, Canada.
Yeah.
And back in the day before it was deemed conflict of interest, at Christmas, the brokers gave him that. But he wasn't much of a drinker, but the Canadian Club was for visitors. Crown Royal was his.
Ah,
Oh, that's what it was. Yeah, I was getting reality mixed up with the internet, and I didn't know if I watched something on that, but I thought I did hear something like that. That yeah, the Crown was the good stuff, and your dad gave the guests other stuff, huh?
Canadian Club's good, but the Crown Royal is smooth. It's aged
yeah.
like 26 years.
I love Crown Royal. And now they have the salted caramel Crown Royal. Oh, that's my favorite.
Yeah.
Or they have the Canadian, the Crown Royal Black, I think, or something like that. It's really Crown
Well,
Royal Reserve. That's what it is.
it always came in purple bags, but I understand there's a red, there's all different ones now. I
Yeah.
never drank hard liquor, so.
Well, so the salted caramel now comes in a brown one. They have apple, which comes in a green one.
Yeah.
Don't ask me how I know, but
Yeah.
Yeah, do you know from experience? Yeah, if you go to somebody's house and they have like 100 Crown Royal blue bags, you know what's up.
Yeah.
well, a couple of times I've drank almost a whole entire bottle on my show. David's seen me a couple times do
Yeah.
that. Really stupid drunk, and
Yeah.
Hope is normally the one to call me and say it's time to end the show, but this time David was like, Eddie, you need
Oh
to,
yeah, that time I was like, call me. Call me.
yeah, you're like, Eddie, you need to end the show here, Eddie.
Yeah, I was like, Hope, huh? Call
Oh,
me.
yeah.
You
I-
need
Rob wants to trade Ohio for Canada.
I kind of fibbed. When he retired on a real hot day and he couldn't find it again, he used to have sour whiskey,
Uh-huh.
sour, what do you call it? Sour, whatever. And we'd have a few shots of that.
Oh my god. What is that? It's something. It's a sour. What is sour? I'm trying to think of it now.
Sour, I can't think of it.
Sour apple.
No, sour, whiskey sours. That's what they call
Yeah,
it.
whiskey sours. That's it.
They were good.
Yeah,
Oh,
I used to drink those. Yeah, back in the day when I first started drinking at bars, I drank whiskey sour.
Whiskey sours. I remember we were in Anchorage and at this one bar, and this really hot girl walks up to my buddy, and she was selling. They're called Jolly Rancher shooters. And
Oh, that's cool. Wow.
those Jolly Rancher shooters are really good. They have a camo bag.
You see that? Yeah, you're gonna have to look for that, Eddie, and drink that on your show, the limited
Well,
edition camel bag.
If that's in Georgia, I can get a Sneaky Pete to get me one.
Yeah, I bet you they probably have them everywhere, right?
I don't know. I'll have to look at. Let's
That's
see.
pretty cool.
Brown.
Yeah, I couldn't drink a whiskey sour now. Yeah, not with diabetes.
We went to a drag strip. This was a long weekend because we owned the track and it was the Tuesday after that, September. My dad had the stroke, which took him. But we went to a restaurant, that strangely was open because the whole town closed. And we're sitting there, and he's ordering what he wants. And he says to the waitress, I can't get my whiskey sour mix anymore. I wonder what yours is like. She says to him, if you don't like it, you don't pay. On his third one, he was paying. I guess he found his whiskey sour again.
Oh, good.
So
There you go. 1/1/2015. That's good. Good for you, Gra. Pam says that we forgot how hungry we are. No, we didn't.
Oh, booze? No, we're still hungry.
No, we're still hungry, but the booze talk piqued our interest.
Oh, it definitely did. I haven't had a drink since Christmas night though,
There you go. That's great.
because I was stupid, went on my show and told everybody how I felt about them.
Oh, I thought What Life did buy it. He said I almost bought it. Okay.
Oh, you almost bought it. Okay.
mhm.
All right, there we go. All right, we're gonna end the stream now. Are you going live tonight, Eddie?
No, not now.
No.
I'm just hanging out today.
All right.
I just decided you asked me. You said we were going to do a show tonight, last night, so I figured I'll jump in and then.
Yeah, well, I appreciate it. Yeah, I appreciate you being here. I didn't even make it through my stack of movies, so we'll get that next week.
I'll bring some of my 4K movies next time.
All right. Yeah, do that. I only got through 2. So yeah, I still got a stack of DVDs here.
88 days? Wow. That's the
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Wildlife. That's what I was thinking about. Yeah. First Royal Tour of Canada, King George. Yeah.
Hope bought The Land Before Time today. Cartoon movie.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Yeah, I have that. I have that on DVD. Land
you?
Before Time. Yeah.
Oh wow.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, Graw's gone 90 days today without a cigarette too. Good for you, Graw. That's hard. That's definitely hard. The hardest thing I've ever had to try and quit though was sodas. That's been my hardest thing to quit.
Yeah, I had to do. I haven't had one in 2.5 years. I don't think, except like one time when my sugar went down, I had one. But yeah, I gave that up. That wasn't that hard for me. But
Land Before Time 28.
Congratulations. All right. Well, thanks for hanging out. I'm glad you got up here, Eddie. Blackwatch, thank you for coming up.
Thank you.
Thank you, everybody, for hanging out and watching. And yeah, we'll make some videos this week and probably do this again next Sunday.
Right on.
Yeah.
Be fun.
If you do it next Sunday, make sure you eat before you go live.
Yeah, I'm going to.
Okay.
Yeah. Or else I'll have to order a pizza down to bring it down here.
I'm all for pizza. Anchovies, please.
No,
yeah.
anchovies. Ugh.
No. Salt. They're just salt.
All
Okay.
right. Ignore what Blackwatch just said, and don't eat anchovies on your pizza.
Or pineapple.
Or pineapple. Good point.
And thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.